top of the show, is that a movie for World War Hulk, another series, is being set up for a future project. And we've said this before, so we're kind of blue in the face here. But the idea is that Bruce Banner has been afraid of the government's getting his blood, as we saw kind of in She-Hulk, and creating their own super soldiers. So we're going to see, after Captain America Brave New World, the leader, the potential Red Hulk we've seen from the toys, the government's fighting over the celestial body that has been rumored in that movie. The also vibranium, was it France trying to get vibranium in Wakanda, the second Black Panther movie. So it looks like this is going to be a part where like the other countries are starting to dive into this a little bit. And it could be, the rumor is that it's a breaking point for Bruce Banner and returns of instead of a Professor Hulk, we're going to get that Savage Hulk, which is like, he has to come out to be like, to beat the other ones, I guess, at the end of the day.
Yeah, I feel like there's some interesting pathos you could tell with a movie like this, right? Because the whole arc of the MCU, or at least the way it started, was when we put on Iron Man 1, we're ostensibly watching just our very own world. Our real grounded world start to change as these superheroes start to come out of the woodwork, and we start to learn more and more and more. If you're just a normal, like, bad guy in the world, right, you're watching the TV and the news just like everybody else. And now all of a sudden the Hulk went from like a random green guy that you saw in like one brief news clip to all of a sudden, to all of a sudden being like a celebrity that you can just go up to in a diner, and take pictures with. So there's some interesting things that you could do there, where his popularity, him just trying to be normal, is actually very dangerous because he's now a target all the time. I wonder if they could play around with that at all, because he has come a long way. Like, he's made a whole arc of just being a guy that's struggling with this demon inside of him, to now they've reached this point of harmony. I mean, he was doing like yoga on a cliff face in She-Hulk, right? He's like kind of become, so now if to do another movie, you're going to have to tear him back down. In a creative way.
And if, again, we've seen the advents of, like, we have the leader, we have She-Hulk, we have his son Scar, we have potentially the Red Hulk, the Abominations out there. Like, they have set up a lot of Hulk players in the world, right? But I think we've always said, all the stuff, literally almost everything we've ever seen, minus Secret Invasion, which will probably be swept under the rug again, is set in America. So how are other countries dealing with literally every superhero in the world being in the U.S.? And, like, how do they try to catch up, right, would be my thing. And obviously the Hulk's blood created Captain America. That's how they did it. Or Captain America's blood created the Hulk the other way from the Incredible Hulk. So, like, how do other countries play catch up, make their own super soldiers? And I could see a World War Hulk being those other countries doing that, and not doing it the right way, I guess. To cause some problems. I'd love to see that. I would love to see this movie. It doesn't need to be the comic book version, right? They can take the title. We've already gotten the World Breaker Hulk look from Thor Ragnarok. He's not going to come back to Earth and try to take it over and take revenge on the Illuminati. So if it's World War Hulk, is like all the countries are making Hulks / super soldiers, and he's got to step up and do something, sign me up. Let's see that version of it along the way. Moving on, I think we talked about Hulk being a big part of Avengers 5, but we've